realize how gross of a thing you are? Hello, David! It wasn't like a joke. It was like an actual threat that I was gonna do another friggin' licensed video game because they are a soft spot in my heart because you have to try to like figure out what a game is just by cover alone, and I was like, I know that movie. I'm 8 years old. Put it in my hand. I'll put it inside of a box and I'll figure out what it does. It's a good time. X-Men, the official game. It's just not, you know. Like I said, my guy, I just really appreciate licensed video games. I can't rub two brain cells together back when I was 8 years old. I saw the thing, I wanted the thing, and I got the thing. So, good time. I mean, it's not like the greatest games. Again, they're usually slapped together and shoved out the door faster than late paperwork, but, it still works. I still love them. Or maybe it's because I've seen the movie and then have a passing knowledge of what the plot is supposed to be. But dude, this game wanted to be something. Even though the cover of the game uses the X-Men 3 The Last Stand logo or font and look, it just did so to be able to fill in the story between X-Men 2 and The Last Stand. The first arc of the game takes place back at Alkali Lake, where Weapon X takes place, and where Jean Grey also, anti-heroes herself to save everyone, but it's fine. And you get to play as Wolverine and Nightcrawler. Also Iceman later on, but, you need an open space. It's too close quarters inside tunnels. I'll get to it. Also, they did the Return of the King thingy, where it has the multiple paths, and you can select levels, and, you get to figure it's fine. They even got little frames on the mission select. It's cute, but, you can't mix and match characters for reasons. Each hero is faithful to their comic book counterpart. Nightcrawler does the teleporting and acrobatics. Wolverine is a rage-killing machine and does the self-heal. And later, Iceman does the ice beams and slides on ice. It's fun. But anyways, you gotta find the missing parts to Cerebro stolen during X-Men 2. You find out that Hydra is there snooping around, and I guess Sentinels. They were made. They were a thing. They were in there the whole time. So as Nightcrawler, you grab the parts and you gotta fight a Sentinel. You're not Wolverine. You gotta teleport, bing bang boop, and trick the robots into blowing themselves up. As Wolverine, though, you kill 1,000 Hydra agents, and then you find out that Lady Deathstrike survived the whole being injected with adamantine and becoming 10,000 pounds, and she's alright. She ends up ambushing Storm and placing her in a box, and then you gotta fight Lady Deathstrike as Storm is creating a tornado indoors. It's kind of fun. The two teams find the stuff and they meet back up. Hydra gets away with the Master Mold, a giant sentinel which makes tinier sentinels. It's, comic book stuff. After that, you boop around from place to place, fighting and stopping attacks from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and come on, I just love teleporting! Oh god! Then you actually get into the story of the game, and the first little beat, bop, and scoots is just to figure out, oh hey, we're X-Men, we stop bad guys. And, now the story gets a little weird. Now I know what you must be thinking. Whoa, Saul, this sounds like you're trying to, make me play this game. I don't care. I'm here to listen to you make a fool of yourself. But what I'm trying to say is that while playing this game, it felt like they actually wanted to tell an X-Men story. Alright, give me a second here. I'm going to talk about comics for, a bit. Or for the rest of the video. I'm not sure yet. But thanks to the MCU, now Hydra is a well-known part of comic books. They're known as just the big bad guy factory. But here's the thing. This game came out 5 years before Hydra showed up in Captain America. Also, multiple bad guys are recurring characters from the comics, such as Silver Samurai, the Sentinels, and even the Master Mold was in the comics way before. And finally, just a really significant deep cut that Storm actually has claustrophobia. That's why when you're fighting Lady Deathstrike and she's in the box, she makes a tornado, because she's freaking out. It's not like earth-shattering, but it just like, it feels like they cared. I did a little bit of digging, and it turns out that Chris Claremont, a dude that was writing X-Men comics from 1975 to 1991, was a co-writer for this game. It's not just like, oh yeah, he was just there for a while. No, he's one of the most important guys, second to probably Stan Lee, and now Jonathan Hickman, for X-Men. Like, back in the day, it was the original X-Men run, the Chris Claremont era, post-Claremont era, and then Volume 2, Volume 3, so on and so forth, up until pretty much House of X and Powers of 10. Homie wrote comics that would later on be the groundwork for the 90s X-Men cartoon show, such as Days of Future Past, the Hellfire Club, Moira McTaggart Forge, and just a whole bunch of other mutants. Am I saying that to make this game sound great? No, not at all. But it does show that the people making the game actually did care, that they actually wanted to do something with this. But sadly, it's all kind of just a wash, because again, it's just a licensed video game. So people just kind of looked at this game as just garbage. Of course, you can tell that they wanted to make a Wolverine game, but at the same time, who wouldn't? But I feel like that main influence to make this game an X-Men game was done by Claremont himself. It's kind of a bummer, seeing as you look at the cover and, well, it looks like X-Men Last Stand. And that's like it. It's just, like, really, you can kind of tell that they wanted to make a real game, mostly just for Wolverine. Because, you know, you go to Japan and do a little bit of, like, you know, backstory stuff for him. But no, it's alright. It's a functional plot lines and things. Not really, like, a great extravaganza, but they also slapped it together in, like, a year to 8 months, so it's pretty decent. I've played worse, obviously. But no. I had a good time. I'm not, like, upset. I was only out, like, $4. It was pretty neat. Actually, $10. It's pretty neat. It's still good. But, you know, I'm gonna do a thingy next. A game that, makes me reconsider everything. No, not really. Not in, like, a special way. Just, like, you know, why has this game got such a long name? You'll see. Alright, I love you. Bye-bye.